All right. Here's the audience. All right. Yep. All right. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Grace Spieglan. So, how many of you had gotten a bad grade on a test or an assignment anywhere in your school career, and let the negativity get into your head?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so all of you. That actually happened to me a couple weeks ago in school, so this past year. I actually got a C in the first major class for my entire college career in statistics. However, right now, I'm not feeling much of the negativity that most people would just let into their brain. And before I tell you exactly how, let's have a little bit of a backstory. Alright, so in high school, I was a fan of this YouTube channel called The Vlog Brothers, where it's two brothers not exactly video chatting back and forth, but making videos back and forth with each other because they didn't live in the same city. And once they got a little popular, they did a census of all of their audience, so they'd be asking stuff like, how old are you, which state are you from, if you're not from the United States, which country are you from, and stuff like that. And they'd have a video analyzing all this demographics and data and stuff like that, and I thought that was one of the coolest things I had ever seen. So I decided to enroll in AP Statistics for my senior year, which as an honors student I thought would be very difficult because I always found honors and AP courses fairly challenging. But this was actually the highest grade on my report card for that year, so I was pretty confident in my statistical abilities. So going into college, I chose statistics as my major. However, these expectations really brought me down, as my textbook by Beebe and Ivy explained, that expectations would be very devastating to a person. So yeah, I was very crushed at the thought of getting a C in my major classes. That, again, my expectations brought me down. However, when I got home, my mom actually explained to me what Dr. Jeff Howard said about FADAF, which is failure and difficulty are feedback. So basically what you do is you have some sort of failure or difficulty in your life, like not meeting your expectations or goals. So I got a C on my report card for statistics in this past semester. And I'm using that as, how can I make this better? I looked at what I had right in front of me from that result, and next semester I will be using that to study harder, make sure I know the content ahead of time, and all stuff like that. Yeah, and so even though I haven't started yet, I know that I have the tools in front of me to make my life a lot better academically. And even though Dr. Jeff Howard puts it in the context of academics, you can use this for anything, like any difficulty, like why couldn't I get the lawnmower to start, something like that. So if you know what you did wrong, then you know not to do that the first time or the second time, and then you don't need to make the same mistakes again, and you can just advance yourself, not make the same mistakes, and yeah. That was an awkward ending. Yeah. All right, and here's the audience again.